Alright, my wonderful people, thank you for joining us once again in Delta State as Delta State Police mob two kidnappers rescue victim. This happened today. At the Delta State Police Command has rescued a kidnapped victim while two suspected kidnappers involved in the incident were arrested and presently in custody. Based on what we have gathered in line with Punch, Metro gathered that on August being 17, 2022, at about 1:45 p.m., policemen attached to the Eagles Night Patrol team. Why unvisited or why visibility and the confidence building patrol along a front roundabout worry saw a large crowd beating two boys. The police rushed to the scene and rescued the boys from the mob, only to discover that the two boys were suspected kidnappers, just as a woman also accused the boys of kidnapping her 17-year-old son earlier that day. Meanwhile, upon interrogation and interview, the two suspects, Ati Chevra, aged 32 years, and Amos Solman, unknown, confessed to the crime and led the policemen to their hideout, where the victims were recovered alive and is currently receiving treatment. The 4 Delta State Command spokesperson DSP Bright Adefe told journalists that the suspects were represented or presently in custody while investigation was ongoing. Meanwhile, the Commissioner of Police for the State Command, CP Ari Mohammed Ali, has emphasized the need for the officers and men of the command to not only sustain the tempo in the curbing crime and criminality, but also on the importance of stop and search. Meanwhile, the CP also appealed to the people of the state to restrain from jungle justice, saying that no one has the right to take laws into his or her own hands, as anybody found culpable will face the full wrath of the law. The CP urged the residents to rest the process and believed in the command, assuring that any criminal arrested will not go unpunished. Meanwhile, on another development, the personnel attached to the Dragon 26 and the Dragon 29 of the State Police Command have arrested a suspected armed robber, while one locally made cut-to-size gun loaded with 2 live cartridges were intercepted from him. It also gathered that the personnel, while on the intervenes, stopped the search duty along Warri Sapere Road on August 19, 2022, intercepted a Volkswagen Jodi commercial vehicle with registration number PTN 242TA, conveying some passengers from Sapele to Warri. On today's, the team suspected they are the passenger to a search during which one locally made cut-to-size gun loaded with 2 live cartridges were recovered from one Emon Uko, aged 22 years. On today's, the suspect, who is said to be domiciled in Sapele, reportedly conceals the gun in his body close to his private part. Preliminary investigation revealed that he brought the gun in 2018 from a man nicknamed Ose for 27,000 naira and buried it in his house before leaving for Ghana. He was arrested and taken into custody. The habitat recovered and the investigation is still ongoing. My wonderful people, that has been what is happening in the latest right here in Delta State. In roundabout Delta State Police Command has rescued a kidnapped victim, while 2 suspected kidnappers involved in the incident were arrested and presently in custody. Based on that, my wonderful people, we would like to know the security condition in your area as it stands in the Delta State. A lot of pings, a lot of reactions has this been attracted, and the Delta State Police Command spokesperson DSP Bright Adefe told journalists that the suspects were presently in custody while investigation was ongoing. Meanwhile, the Commissioner of Police for the State Command, CP Ari Mohammed Ali, has emphasized the need, the urgent need for officers and men of the command to not only sustain the tempo in combating crime and criminality, but also on the importance of stop and search. Well, my good people, if at all or if in any way you mingle with police checkpoint, kindly cooperate with them for them to do their duty, knowing fully well that as it stands, no one is safe for now. This stop and search, some persons will definitely rebel, but you should first of all allow the work of the policemen to do their job. That has been on to this one, my wonderful people. Another development is personnel attached to the Dragon 26 and Dragon 29 of the State Police Command have arrested a suspected armed robber, while one locally made cut to seize a gun loaded with 2 live cartridge were intercepted from him. That has been the recent happening in Delta State. Well, let me have your take. Meanwhile, a lot of reactions have been attracted as Peter Obi found himself at the funeral with Ifeanyi Okowa, and people are saying, well, Ifeanyi Okowa and Peter Obi meeting at the funeral is a good step in the right direction, despite what Okowa said against Peter Obi. Despite that, Peter Obi have taken it upon himself not to retaliate, but to welcome every other thing that is coming right from the incumbent governor of Delta State, and they have tampered justice with mercy, and they are now in good hands. As you can see, the pictures and a lot of reactions as this be attracted, and people are praising Peter Obi that this is a man of humility, a man with humble mind. Well, let me have your take, my good people. Remember to send them and then to share and subscribe for more updates. Thanks and God bless. But before we call it a day, I would like to have your take. As it stands now in the Delta State, a lot of things is happening in Delta State currently. Upon interrogation of the 2 boys that was apprehended today, the 2 suspects, Ati Shavra, age 32, and Amos, whose name is undisclosed, unknown, confessed to the crime and led the policemen to their hideout while the victims was rescued alive. That has been the testimony that nothing happens to them, and it is currently receiving treatment in the hospital for Delta State Command spokesperson DSP Bright Adefe, who told us earlier today that the suspect were recently in custody while investigation is still ongoing. Why? Man, the governor or the commissioner of police for the state command, CP Ari Ahmed Ali, has emphasized the need for the officers and men of the command to not to sustain the tempo in gambling, crime and criminality, but also on the importance of stop and search. Well, that has been the area that I would like to emphasize more, my wonderful people. Meanwhile, the CP also appealed to the people of the state to sustain, to restrain from jungle justice, saying that no one has the right to take laws into his hands as anyone found culpable will definitely face the full wrath of the law. Well, that is coming right from the command, right from the CP. Well, that has been on through this one, my wonderful people. In order to development, in order when a personnel attached to the Dragon 26 and Dragon 29 of the State Police Command have arrested a suspect armed robber, while one locally made cut on to size. Well, that has been on through this one. What more are we going to say rather than to let you send in your take? Remember that we are talking about the incident that is really happening in Delta State currently, as Delta police nab two kidnappers, rescue victim. Oh, to the glory of God that nothing happens to them. Alright, let me have to know your security challenges in your area, and remember to send your take. Thanks and God bless.